on. Okay, guys, we're recording. Today is Sunday, February 9th, and this is one of our leadership Zooms, and we're here just to kind of talk some leadership things. But first, I just want to go around real quick, 2 seconds. Tell me something good in your business right now, and then tell me what you want for your goal in the next 3 months, from now through the next 3 months. What you want is your goal, whether it's a title, whether it's financial, whether it's how much you want to grow your team size, but be realistic, because I'm writing it down and I'm following up with you. So you're not going to say I'm going to become a superstar director and then, like, tell me what you think I want. Tell me what you want to do here. So I'm going to start as I see you guys in my Brady Bunch order. And let's start with, hold on, let me see something. Let's start with Colleen. You're up.
Yeah, get my ear.
Me?
Yep, Colleen.
Okay. So I know that I've already talked to you about how I'm doing the real estate thing right now, and I just finished my classes. So honestly, I was planning on kind of trying to like slow down just a little bit, just so I could concentrate on studying. And I have to say, this is a good thing about it. Every other day, my phone is going off with somebody asking me for a catalog, interested in a warmer, asking when my next order goes in. So I'd have to say that the good thing about it is that people have been watching, and I'm starting to definitely build clientele. So, the only thing that I feel like I'm struggling with is when I do have somebody that wants to join, keeping them, successful and going. Some of them are getting active, for the first couple months and then just kind of going MIA. And then even Christina, who gives her best effort all the time, she's so into it. She wants it so bad. She's still not really having any success with it. So I think that it's going to go hand in hand with the real estate thing, because, homes and warmers, like, that whole type of, sorry, hold on. But I just want to be able to build a successful team and not just have people join and then kind of go MIA after 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's definitely what we're here to talk about today too. We're going to talk about like systems with every kind of aspect in this business, but systems are so important. So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, because I want it, like I enjoy it. I love the products. I get excited when we get new stuff. When somebody says like, oh, that's cute, like I'm genuinely agreeing with them. I'm not just trying to sell them, so I'm not so much worried about myself, because I feel like no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to keep doing it. But when I have to lead people, I need to be stronger with that.
Okay. All right. So something good is that your real estate is coming together, and the good thing is you need to know who your audience is. So that is definitely going to be a big piece of your audience, which is great. So in the next 3 months, what are you really trying to I know that you want to, be successful, but for like short-term goal to really pinpoint, what do you think that in the next 3 months you want to kind of really like laser beam focus on?
I would like to be paid at title again.
Okay.
I'd like to make that happen again, and I do I'm waiting for my catalogs, and my new samples still haven't come. They come on Tuesday.
Okay.
So as soon as I get them, I do have a lot of people that, are interested and want stuff. Like
awesome.
Probably 10 people that want stuff right now. So I know that I'm going to make my PBR for this month, but my team, when I reach out to them, Kalicia's doing real estate too. And she's saying that, it's too busy for her. Ashley is taking a break. She has a lot of other stuff going on. I talked to you about that the other day.
There's going to be like, you're just going to work with the willing pretty much, and then just keep building. You know what I mean? But you and I will talk about Christina, because her and I are going to speak, and she's ready. She's got it. We're going to tweak something.
you know, Lily that I added to the page, I talked to her yesterday, and she is going to join as soon as she gets her tax money. She's very
Awesome.
interested.
Which will be good, because when we're going to talk about the systems, we can now, you can like implement some of the things that we're going to be talking about. It's all about
Yeah.
systems, and I think it's going to help all of us, me included. Great. Awesome job, call. Okay, Karen, you are up. Go ahead, girlfriend.
Okay, so I kind of fell off track for a little while too. I just feel like my day job and just life, everything kind of was going on. So I definitely have to get myself back on track. One of my girls that was canceled, she actually rejoined. So I'm
Saw
excited
that.
about that. And she did really, really good. Unfortunately, again, she had a death in her family, and it just kind of, again, life just took over, but she's
Understandably.
anxious. And I know that she's going to be successful and do really good. And like Colleen said, I have to more focus on more coaching better. I'm really bad at that. I try to meet with them. They don't want to meet. They just want to do their own thing. And I try to help them, but they're not willing to accept the help. So I kind of just try my best just to kind of make them successful. But I just give them the tips and tools, and they have to just do with what they
That's all
want.
you can do. You're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly. What else do I have? So
What's something good you got going on right now?
Let me think about it.
Anything. It doesn't have to be like monumental. Just tell me something good in your business right now. Even if you're like, I'm just so excited, I'm ready to get back on track.
Yeah. So basically I just got my new catalogs. They're coming Tuesday too, my new test is. So I am going to go live with my nieces, which I don't do often, which I want to do. So that's one thing. One of my goals is I want to come more live and be more personable. I know I'm very like infamous with like just posting things on Facebooks from other sites, you know, that other people do, but so far so good. That's kind of worked for me. I do get random orders from people that I haven't seen in a million years. But I do definitely need to get more, like my goal is just to come live more and get more personal with the products. Okay. And then one thing that I am kind of struggling with is the new shipping. Like, I feel like it was so easy before, just you had that goal for $200. And I feel like you could kind of push to get those couple orders to get that free shipping. And I feel like I get like, it's with the random orders. Like I'll get a couple random orders and it'll be like $150. So then it's like, I try to push to get those extra orders to close that party. And it's like, I'm trying not to spend as much as my own money this time around. That was like another goal. Like I'm not doing it.
Yes.
So I'm kind of making people wait, where before I tried not to do that. Cause I know when I wasn't a consultant, I'd be like, Colleen, did you put the party in? Did you put the party? Like, so I just felt like I didn't want to do that, but I feel like now I've been keeping one party open for the whole month. And that's been,
I think just being like upfront with them and giving them the option, you know, and just saying like, hey, if you want to, you know, wait, I don't know, I'm going to be closing the party, you know, because obviously the shipping has increased a little bit, but if you need it right away, then, you know, you're going to have to place it online. And if you do, I'll send you a gift, and I just send them a scent.
I feel like more people are placing it online that used to go through me for the free shipping.
Yeah, me too.
And
actually,
like, oh, you can wait. I'm like, you can wait. I'm going to close at the end of the month, or here's the link.
Yeah, and exactly.
Some people have been doing that. I've just been sending them a little something like a car bar or just something like a circle. I kind of made it like, oh, it's my birthday month, where you get the gifts. So everyone that's kind of ordered, I kind of sent just Happy Meal with a little like,
that's perfect.
Little scent circle in it.
Yep, absolutely. That's perfect.
And an open house.
Like if we're not stressing about it, I mean, we could be stressing about it, you know, inside on the other side of like the phone or whatever. But like if they're going to feed off of us. So if we're, you know, the shipping has increased, so we just give them the option. Like if you want to wait, I don't know, I'm going to close the party, I'm going to work towards these orders. You know, you can put it in and I'll get you free shipping, or you can go online and place it and get it right away. And, you know, you'll still get a special gift from me for paying for that shipping. So you can just give them the option. So I'm glad to have you back.
And I'm going to do an open house too with the new catalogs once I get them. Like everybody said, I have so much stock. I mean, I was asking people for things that other customers wanted, and I had them the whole time. And I thought they were empty boxes, and they had all warmers in them. So I'm trying to kind of get rid of that stuff. So I might do a lot of like, kind of like a cash and carry, but then to do a new catalog too.
Yeah.
People can just like buy. I just want to get rid of like most of my old stock and just start with the new stuff.
Okay. Awesome. Good job, girlfriend. All right. Jess, you're up, girl.
All right. Good that's going on in my business is I finally got more people on board at work. So I have new customers at work, which I'm struggling to find new customers. Like I have obviously my customers that order for me all the time. Like I even texted you, like, I'm like, I have nothing for this month. I have absolutely nothing for this month. But now I'll be active after I close this party, because I kept a party open from last month to this month, and because I wanted to get all the new products for free or half off.
Yep.
But I finally got people on board. I even had this girl, it's like, I'm not really, I'm very picky into scents. And then I brought the new scents in on Thursday, and she's like ordering all this stuff now.
Awesome.
So that's a good thing in my business. I also have a doctor that's interested in buying stuff, so which is huge. So that's a good that's going on in my business. What I need to work on, I want to hit my director numbers consistently, because it's not happening. I'll hit it I hit it 2 months in a row, and then I didn't hit the numbers again. I have to get my team on board every month, because I'll have people that go, I have the same people that always go, go, go. Colleen's one of them, and Marnie's one of them that always, I never have to worry about them. I know they want it. And I have a couple other people on my team that are always, going for it. And then I'll have some team people that just like are here and there. And I have learned that if you don't want my help, I'm not gonna help you. Like, I hate to say it like that, but I try and try. And if you don't respond to my texts, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna, I try to, I ask people about the new catalog, and if they're set and they're go, and then they don't respond in days. So I've learned to, I don't have a lot of time in my life. Like, I am a 9 to 5. I work 9 to 5. I have to drop the boys off in the morning, and then I come home and legit see my boys for like 2 hours, and then they go to bed. So I don't have a lot of time to waste on people that don't really want it. That's another thing I'm struggling with right now, because before my old job, I kind of made up my own hours, and I could deliver all my stuff during my work hours. So now I'm struggling with deliveries. I obviously want to I want to deliver stuff to people because I put extra things in them, but I feel like I'm now wasting my weekends on delivering
girl,
stuff.
you and I can totally talk about this on the side, because you know what? I decreased my deliveries. I was stretching myself so thin, and I gave myself I give them the option now. We can talk about it, but I'm giving them more options to, like, you can come and get it, or I deliver once a month. I mean, I'm not, because I'm 45 minutes away now from where my real,
that's how I am. I have to go down to Marshfield and Pembroke. Yeah.
See, we'll talk about that, but totally don't be afraid. You're not going to lose customers. People aren't going to go to another customer just because you're like, I'm not going to deliver to you. You can give them options, so it makes them feel like they have options, right? Which is really important with our customers. But you should never have to feel like you are spreading yourself thin, or taking away from limited time that you have, because I totally had to take a step back with that, and it's okay. So yeah, don't do that to yourself, honestly. I mean, pick one delivery day a month if you want to, but that's it. Honestly,
like, I am
don't feel bad
legit
about
lugging the boys every Saturday. We did it yesterday, and I'm like driving all over the place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is just crazy.
My kids don't have patience for that either. So all right. So the good thing is you have new work customers, and you want to focus on the next 3 months getting paid at Title.
Yes, and recruiting, because I obviously can't rely on the same people every month. And next 3 months, I at least want 5 people on my team. And obviously get my people on my team to start recruiting too.
Yes. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Here we go. Tara, you're up.
Yo.
So one thing that's going well right now, I sort of got welcomed into a networking group. They do a bunch of events too. It's through Healthy Living magazine. So because my PRV was crap last month, and I'm at 0 right now, which is not where I want to be. I feel like I had reached out to a lot, almost everyone that has ever ordered from me. like last month, because I was just like, I didn't have parties. So I feel like I need to get back to the basics and like really trying to get more sip and sniffs in my calendar, because I know that that's like where I thrive and where like it's worth the most time for me. It doesn't, it doesn't give you that scrambling feeling, like where you have to just like scrape together orders and do tons of follow-up. Like I know time is, limited for people. So that part I'm struggling with.
Okay.
Trying to get a turnover from, like, I emailed 50 customers and one of them got back to me. So I'm going to send you what I sent to them, and maybe you could look it over and just see if maybe I didn't present it the right way. But I just copied, you remember that video you posted of the consultant that was trying to hit the level 2 of incentive?
Yep.
And so she just like reached out to everybody.
Yep.
I basically just did what she did. So, and that has always kind of been my struggle, is getting a return on my follow-ups.
Okay.
So I want to get better with that for sure.
Okay.
But what's
We're
good
actually going to be
is-
talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel really good about the position I'm in, where like I don't have to go hunting for events anymore. I feel like they're just popping up and like somehow I get in. So I'm going to continue to focus on doing those events and more networking, because like I had an event the other night and it was based all on networking. There were like 40 people there. And so by the time we all went around and introduced ourselves, there wasn't any time for people to really like shop, So I sold like 2 bars of wax. And I know, like, I go in with the expectation I'm not going to sell, but what's happening is now these people in this network they're in other direct sales, or they own their own store. So I'm starting to see some of the same people, and now I'm really networking with them. And now they're on I'm adding them to my VIP group. And now they're asking me, oh, was that diffuser you were talking about? And so I know that it's going to eventually lead to sales and more parties, because that's like what I need. I need more parties. I need more people to say yes.
So the good thing in your business right now is that you have a new networking group, and what you want to focus on in the next 3 months is just pretty much front loading your calendar with parties.
Yes,
Would you
because
say
I
that?
know that doing that is going to get me what I want, which is
Absolutely.
paid title.
Oh, yes. Oh,
My-
yes.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yep. It all goes hand in hand, you guys. Like truly everything, even like recruiting, it's all like follow up. It all goes hand in hand. Paid at title. If your teamies aren't working, you got to recruit. Like if the people on your team aren't willing to work, you got to recruit, because you can only work with the willing. And if the willing aren't, we can't, we talk about expectations. Like we can't rely just on those same people, because it gets exhausting and we get frustrated and disappointed. And, all we can do is just keep recruiting, even if those people aren't like complete sales bosses, or, bringing in tons of PRV themselves. Everything adds up. If they're just getting active every month, that adds up to getting paid at title. Like the bottom line, I mean, we're going to get into all of this. So I want to move along, but the thing is that recruiting is going to build. It's going to work better for your GWV, your team, your paid at title, like everything buckles down to recruiting, honestly. So
team members that I've been afraid to message about this, I'm starting to like completely let go of that fear. I don't care anymore, because life's too short. Like I don't want to waste any more time by not consistently sponsoring, because the sponsoring is what leads to everything too.
Truly. And if we're not consistently sponsoring, the people that are on our team are falling off. They're going inactive. So our teams are truly just depleting in the meantime. and then you're like, I got nothing anymore. You know,
Yeah.
like there's people that used to have team in our group, team of 8, and now have a team of 2. I'm not joking. Like it's dwindling down to nothing because there's no sponsoring happening in the meantime. And then that gets so discouraging for that person that you're just like, I'm starting back from freaking zero, dude.
No, and then
nobody wants to do that.
You can't have any expectation that your teammates are going to grow their teams if you're not growing your team.
Right.
And so
Stinks.
coffee dates, like it is a little hard to fit it in, but like some of the people now I'm talking to, I'm trying so hard to not be salesy, like, because I haven't talked to them in 10 years, like, or since college. And so what I found is starting to work for me now. Instead of like voice texting about like, oh, looking for your support if you want to do a sip and stuff, like I'm getting crickets when I do that. But then if I voice text them and just ask them like how they are, that's working. Like that's opening up the communication. And
Yep.
I know it at some point I can talk about it because they're going to ask me about it instead of me just coming out and saying, hey, would you ever think of doing this with me? Like,
Oh yeah.
out of
Okay.
the blue.
All right. Great job, girl.
Thank you.
Nicole, Miss Sleepyhead, you're up.
Okay, my one good thing is that I'm going to world tour. And
So proud of you. Nicole's going to world tour in Orlando by herself.
no, I'm going with Maggie.
Oh, you're like, no, I'm not. So did she register or is she a walk-in?
She registered.
Oh, she did. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm waiting. Haley keeps saying she's gonna register. She didn't. So maybe the day she'll come with us.
Okay.
But if not, like that's a good thing is that like she's coming with me and we know
Yes.
what SFR did for me. So hopefully like
Yes.
the tour does that for her and me again.
Right. Which you need to talk about SFR. I tagged you.
Oh,
And then all of you, I introduced you guys as leaders to give you a little gentle nudge to go live. I'm like, if you guys don't know me by now.
I'll go live later.
Okay. All right. So World Tour is something positive, which is absolutely positive. I'm so excited for you and proud of you. And what is something that you want to focus on in the next 3 months?
I've never been paid a title since I got star consultant, so probably just get paid a
Let's
title.
go. And let me tell you guys that Nicole in her sorority has been on like these recruitment trips, and
It's recruitment week, so I'm dead right now.
oh, it's recruitment week. Like, do you guys hear that key word in there? And Nicole wants to get paid at title and build her team in recruitment. You lunatic. Nicole, you are already a recruiter. You're like, yeah, all right. Okay. Well,
I always think like my sorority and Sensi are like so similar. I think sorority girls would be like the best Sensi consultant.
so what are you doing? You only have a limited amount of time where you are.
I know, but everybody, I know.
The more you're successful and they see what you're doing.
College students are broke and they don't want to join and they don't want to.
Yeah, but that's exactly why they should join. So give them the options, the realistic options. Okay.
They'll see me go to I think they'll see me go to world tour and like think that's cool. So I'm gonna
Talk about it more. That's who your audience is, Nicole. Talk about why it would be good for broke college students to join Sensi. That's your audience.
Okay.
All right. Get them before you're going to be leaving college soon.
I know.
You old girl, you.
Yep.
All right. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, Marnie, you're up. Oh, there you go.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
All right, I wrote them down. A good thing that's happened in my business this month, my follow-up has been so much better.
Okay.
I've actually, when I send out samples, I actually follow up with them.
Good.
Go figure. My VIP page, I kind of kicked it up on my VIP page with the interaction. What I do on Sundays is I schedule all of my posts for the entire week. So every day, 5 times a day during certain hours, posts come up. And I I don't do all like Scentsy stuff. I do like a meme, or I do like a funny post. I've been posting like recipes, but then in between each of that, I put in like a scent or a warmer or how to use something. And let me tell you, I've had more people message me about parties, about scents, about different products, all because I've been doing that. So it's something that I do on, like I said, I do it on Sundays. I just sit down with my book and I just go through and I copy pictures, or I'll take my own pictures and I just like write about it. And like I said, it's been working for me. I was paid at title this month and I got one new recruit. So that was the good things that happened in my business. Within the next 3 months, my intention is, now it's going to be hard for me because I'm moving in like 3 weeks. So my office that I have now, which is amazing and I love it and I'm organized, is going to be a box and a table in my bedroom, because I'm temporarily moving in with my daughter. So I won't have as much room. So I get very anxious, and my anxiety kicks up if I'm not organized. So this is going to be hard for me. Yep. But within the next 3 months, I want to recruit at least 3 people and get them all to certified. I want to get paid at title for the next 3 months. And I want to promote to a superstar consultant.
That's all within the next 3 months?
Yeah.
All right. You know I'm writing this down.
I know you are.
All right. Jess, you hearing this, girl?
It's going to be hard, and I need big goals for myself. I've gone through a lot in the past couple months, and I'm a totally different person now. I shouldn't say it like that, but I'm the same person, but my outlook on life is a lot different. So I know what I need to do, and I know I said 3 people, but I know I need to do more than recruit more than 3, but I will. And I'm going to kick it into high gear, and I know I have Jess and you, and I know I have the whole team behind me, but I have you and Jess and Courtney to hold me accountable for this. So that's what I'm planning on doing for the next 3 months.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I know you can do this because we all know, Jess, I mean, everybody on this call knows that you can do it, but Jess and I know that you can do this.
It's really scary for me.
You can do it. Don't be scared. You can do it. Just get up and do it. We're with you.
I've come a long way from when I was a couple months ago, as you guys know, as you and Jess know, like my issues, but I'm determined to do it. I know I have to do this. I know I have to do this to survive, to be who I want to be.
Yep. You got this. You got this. All right. Good girl, Marnie.
Thanks.
All right. Didi Arroyo. Hold on. Unmute. Wait. Okay. There you go.
Oh, man. I thought I was going to be last.
No.
Oh.
Okay. Tell me something good, and then tell me what you want to focus on.
All right. Well, something good is I have new catalogs and the new testers. That's definitely something good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So that's that. And then, I mean, I pretty much have related to everybody who's gone before me. Like, I mean, you and I know that I always say to you, like, staying consistent. My thing is when somebody joined my team, I just assumed they knew what to do, which wasn't the case, which, you and I've talked about it. Just because, not saying that I knew what to do right away, but like I knew what was expected of me, like obviously, So that was my downfall. So I kind of want to like start over, like restart, because obviously my team is not looking so good. I have one recruit that literally, no joke, bust her ass. Like, not like with PRV, but like she's like around town. I mean, Carmina literally is like hitting up every bodega, every liquor store. I don't even know. Anywhere she can, dropping up. No joke. Like, I'll go into like a corner store, not often, but like if and there's her catalogs are in there. I'm like, oh, well, she's doing that much, but then like on the other end.
it just has to be tweaked. But her
Right.
heart is exactly where it needs
She's
to
a
be.
hustler. Like, and
She really, really is.
she's a born hustler, but she's not hustling the right people. But I mean, I give her props. I do. I did speak to her. She said that she will, she's going to get active this month. She's just doing some things. So, but everybody else, which is not many, but anyway, my goal is to be a better leader, kind of start over and be a better leader,
Just start over, period. I think that's a great idea. And even me, sometimes I'm like, all right, let's just press restart. Like, I've tried to reinvent the wheel 100 times in the past 2 months. And when I get like that, I become desperate, and I just when you don't have parties and you don't have all these things in order and you're not organized and you don't have systems, you act desperate. And not you, I'm not you, Dee Dee, but like,
no, but
it shows. Like, I see it in other teens in Scentsy and stuff. Like, I'm like, they're acting desperate. Like, they're throwing out any bone, and it's not a good look, sis. Like, it's just not.
No.
So getting prepared and just having a plan and knowing what you want and you're working toward it really falls together, instead of winging it. And then just like, if you don't have a plan, you're not working toward anything. I mean, we know how this goes. So I think starting over is huge. And you're a boss, Dee Dee. Like, I tell you this, and Dee Dee is not the mushy gushy type, and I am, and we're related, and we're literally first
Don't
cousins.
hug me.
I take all of her, like, not that she's like hard or cold, because she's not, but I am like soft and warm and mushy. And I soaked it all up out of her and I. So I try to give it to her, and I know I'm just slowly melting that icy cold heart of hers.
That black heart in my
She's
chest.
not at all. Trust me, she's not. But she's just not like a warm and fuzzy like me and Janelle, because Janelle is too. And speaking of, great job, Dee Dee. I'm going to follow up with you. Do not hide away from me, because I know where you live. I know who you family is.
I know. I'm totally expecting one day to knock on my door.
Oh, I have the day off every day. I'll be there. Okay? Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
All right. Janelle, Greta.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. I know I feel like crap today. I really think I have the flu. I should probably be going to the doctor.
Well, yes, please do that.
So the good thing, I guess, going on right now is home parties, because I have had nothing going on with home parties. So I did like the Facebook boost thing, where I paid like $3 for 3 days, and so the home parties are like people I don't know. Like, I've had luck with the home parties of my regular clients, or customers, whatever. But these are people like I've never met, I don't know. So if I go missing,
Scary and exciting. Just text me where you are and who you're with before you go.
But my goals of like recruiting, paid at title, so I'm not DQ'd for family reunion. And my follow-up system is crap. I have none. I sent out like all the catalogs to, like, I just printed up a list, but I don't even know who was on the list. So I sent it out to people that I don't even know. So I can't even follow up with anybody.
Well, that's honesty at its finest. That's what we're all about here, you guys.
I have no follow-up system. I keep saying I'm going to, but I just wake up and do whatever the heck I feel like that day, and I just go with it.
All right, let's keep moving so we can get onto systems and follow-up, because I think we need it. Janelle, I love you. Mean it. You're awesome. You're awesome. All right. Here we go. Andrea. Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. So, hey, everybody.
Hey.
The good thing I have is I am actually going to World Tour this year. I missed it last year, and I honestly can't wait to go back again.
That's awesome.
And I have 2 people that have been in like my top 5 that I've wanted to recruit, and they've just been no.
Mm-hmm.
And this month I did a relaunch party because honestly I needed to. I literally like dropped down to nothing last year. 2019 kicked my ass and I was excuse central and really just kind of tossed my business to the side.
Okay.
I kind of stayed active, to be honest.
Well,
But
you're
that was
still here.
so I'm still here. I literally just stayed active and that was about it. But this year I'm ready to get it back and I can't wait. And when I did the relaunch party, 2 people that I've wanted like forever, both bought. And when I delivered it to them, I talked to both of them and they're both kind of like closer to joining now than they were ever before. So hopefully this year, kicking off, I will have better parties, better stuff, and I can't wait to start like recruiting and basically start all over again.
Okay. And what's something you want to focus on the next 3 months?
Starting all over again.
Starting over.
I'm
Okay.
literally starting from the bottom. Like I'm looking at it as starting from the bottom. My PRV, my recruiting, everything. I literally just need to restart everything all over again.
So you and Andrea, you are Andrea. You and Dee Dee are literally, where's Dee Dee? Where's Dee Dee? There you are. Oh, I'm like, if she even hopped off this call. So Dee Dee and Andrea are like doing the same exact things. So if you guys ever want to hold each other accountable or be like, what are you doing? Like, I need to figure something out. You guys are doing the same exact thing. I'm looking at your things. So just FYI. Awesome, Andrea. I'm so glad you're here. I'm proud of you for just like sticking it out. I know it hasn't been a great year for you, but you're here. Like, you're not inactive. You're still here, which is, more than you can say for a lot of people. So just regroup, figure out what you want, and then get to it. World Tour is going to be awesome for all of us. So
yeah, I can't wait to restart.
Yep, you can do it, girl. All right. Lydia. Hold on. Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, girl. So tell me something good and tell me what you want to focus on for the next 3 months.
Okay. Something good. I'm going to World Tour.
Yep.
And also, like Dee Dee and Andrea, I've done a complete restart. I found that what I'm doing isn't working because I'm not working it, kind of.
Okay.
So I started by making a bunch of new social medias, like completely starting over.
Okay.
Just really gonna try and start from day one. I made a whole new Frankie list.
Awesome. Awesome.
Just gonna start from basics again.
You guys know how I feel about that Frankie list.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Lydia, Dee Dee, and Andrea are doing a restart. And I think that even in our group chat, because we have a leadership page, but I think that having the chat is really, really good for us. Because it's like, it keeps you live, like you get the notifications and it's like real time. So even if you guys want to say like what you're doing, because even the people that aren't starting over technically, I mean, you're going to give everybody else ideas and keep everybody inspired and motivated. So the 3 of you guys are doing a restart, like keep each other updated. You guys know how important it is to have somebody in this business. And Tara, all right, Tara just said she wants to start over too. So guys, like we can do this, like we're gonna, hold on. You're gonna. All right. So, okay. This is awesome. Like, I am so proud of you guys. Like, look at this computer screen. This is the first time in a long time that like we're all here together. And that should motivate you guys enough, period. Like, this is the most we've had even for like just a team meeting, period. Never mind all of my leaders showing up in one spot. You guys are the faces. I know Janelle has her own team. I know Jess has her own team. But like under Beantown AcScents as a group, you guys are the faces of Beantown AcScents. Like, you guys are like the baddest of the baddies, and you guys are the people that I turn to, that I rely on, not to run my business, but the people that are my support. Like, you guys are my support, whether you realize it or not. And we're all talking about just growing our businesses. We want to grow, period, right? And getting paid a title, from getting paid a title to follow-ups, to booking parties, to recruiting, it boils down to systems, processes, and consistency. Like, we've got to have the self-discipline and we've got to have the consistency. And what helps that is having processes. is it processes? I hate saying this word so much. I'm just going to say processes because that's what feels like comes naturally off my tongue. So with processes, okay, like even like how are you booking your parties? How are you front loading your calendar? You should have a process. How are you reaching out to people? How are you following up with people for having joint conversations? A process. How are you training your new people? A process. And it doesn't have to be like by the books or what I do. It's whatever you do consistently that's working. And if it's not working, find a new process. But it's got to be something that you try for at least a month. Because if you try it for a few days and you're like, it's not working, you didn't give it enough time. It's like a process is almost like a habit, a good habit. Because remember, if it's not working, then you got to try something else. If you're doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working, you guys, you got to be flexible, open and coachable, teachable enough to try something new, because this business and the trends are always going to change. So you as a leader, make sure that you're educating yourself, that you're seeking information and how to grow and better yourself, because the better you are as a consultant, the better you are as a leader, period. Okay. So starting off with new consultants, having a brand new, or not a brand new, but having a process in place that every single time you're doing. And by the time you're training the 10th person that you've recruited, you have this process inside and out that you know what you're doing, because it's showing your results. So what I do personally, you guys know I have that video, just join now what. When I'm recruiting them, I know what their goals are from the beginning. That is part of my process. I know what they're doing, because I don't have to be following somebody around and stalking them and trying to text them, call them, trying to get a response from me. Because if I already know that they're just looking to get their Scentsy at a discount, hey, I'm going to tag you in some videos. I just at least want you to get your money back, because the biggest thing with new consultants is them getting their money back, period. Okay. You want them to see results. The results with a new consultant drives more motivation and more action. The results. Okay. So when people first join, don't throw a ton of stuff at them, because it's not going to resonate. So make it as simple. Processes are simple, because what you're doing needs to be duplicatable. So you have to be good in your own business. So try all of these systems out for yourself, because once they start working for you, then you can train your team on them. But make it so simple and foolproof that it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, what kind of educational background you have. It doesn't matter, because anybody can do it, because it's a system. Okay. So when people first join, you need to know why they're joining before they join. All right. And getting them results. So tag them in this is just what I do. I tag them in the Just Join Now What video, and then I tag them in the Frankie list, and I have them watch it in that order. And then I say, let me know when you're done, or, watch this. Say I tag them in it today. Watch these 2 videos. I'm going to follow up with you on Tuesday. So take notes, ask any questions you need. I'll follow up with you on Tuesday. So it's giving them a time frame to watch this by, okay? And they can write their questions down. I don't need to keep following up with them 3 times a day. Nobody has time for that. You don't either, especially, I know you guys, time is a big thing. So even if you work 3 full-time jobs, process is so important, okay? And then we go to the next step. Everything is broken down in steps, okay? Plan your launch party. Did you do your Frankie list? Like, if they haven't done their Frankie list, I'm not moving forward, okay? Because it's part of that process to help them see results. So another thing going with that, you guys, and I know individually, I think I've talked to pretty much a lot of you about this, is a calendar, a plan every week, okay? So a lot of you guys are busy, are spread thin, and a lot of times when that happens, our business gets tossed to the side, always, okay? But consistency is the key to this business. Even if you're working 30 minutes a day, you've got to carve time for your business. You've got to carve time aside. That's it. So if you're doing one thing a day, plan your week out, a system, follow-ups on Mondays, booking parties on Tuesdays, joint conversations on Wednesdays. You make the schedule based on your needs, but stick to that schedule. So when you sit down, you know that today is booking parties. So when I sit down, I'm not scrambling all over the place, right? And I know that this is what I need to get down to, is just booking parties today. So I'm going to go down my Frankie list. I'm going to start reaching out to people. I'm going to start offering promotions to these people because today I'm going to book parties. Tomorrow, see, I'm not sitting down and scrambling with parties and join conversations because tomorrow is join conversations, right? So having that one thing a day to do is going to hold you accountable to that one thing, and it's going to keep you going. It's going to keep you consistent, okay? So even me, I have to do at least one income producing activity a day because I get lost in the shuffle of a lot of misfit things, okay? So one thing, you guys, one thing a day. If we're not seeing results, okay, you've got to think about if you're not having enough people to, you know, follow up with, or your sales or recruiting, we've got to think about parties, okay? This is a party planning business. And yes, you can get sales from follow-up, absolutely. But are you growing your business from random orders and from just sales alone? The way we are going to grow our business and meet new people is by parties. Yes, there's a lot of other ways to network and grow, but consistently, month after month, to see growth in consistent sales, in consistent recruiting, because again, remember, it's about how many conversations you're having, not just, I'm going to recruit 2 people this month, and I'm going to chase those 2 people down to the ends of the earth till they join, and that's it, right? I used to have that mentality, but now it's, I'm throwing out seeds. I'm literally in my backyard. Think about planting grass. I'm out in my backyard and I'm throwing plant seed, grass seed everywhere. I'm just like this, off my porch, throwing grass seed, right? And so it's planted all over the yard. And then I'm watering it, right? I'm taking care of it. I'm making sure every single one of them have sun, because they all are going to grow at different times, right? But I need to make sure that I'm offering it. I'm having this joint conversation with everybody. So even people that you're like, they're not ready to join right now, you still need to be talking to them, because they're all going to join at different times, you guys. And in the meantime, your business has to be growing. So it's how many people. And I know recruiting is like the toughest thing you guys feel like, but it's the most important aspect of your business. And when your team sees you recruiting, they're going to see the value. They're going to see the value in what you're doing, because they're going to see your success. Whatever you put emphasis on is what your team's going to do. Okay? Guys, last month we had like 2 recruits. And I know you guys want to recruit. Don't overthink it. Just start having the conversations. When you have the conversation, don't have the outcome of they're going to join today. Start planting the seeds. Okay? And if you need help with where to just start with them, please just reach out to me. Okay? So having systems, literally start with a weekly planner. Like if you need to pull out a planner, get a planner if you're visual, but you've got to stick to it. Sticking to the plan and being consistent. I know there's days where you're going to get sidetracked and something unexpected comes up, but that's why you just having one thing to do a day, one thing, is going to hold you accountable. Because you know, today's the only day this week that I can do this one income producing activity, so I'm going to do it. Okay? And throwing, like, whatever kind of parties you want to book, that's up to you. That is totally up to you, whatever you want to do. But please remember, we're a party planning business, and it's only going to help you. If totes and online parties work for you, girl, book all those totes and online parties. Okay? And that's where, when your new recruits join, getting them into their launch phase, having them launch. My first goal is to get their kit money back. My second goal is to get them certified. I try to get them certified within the first month. Okay? Once they're certified, again, I already know what their goals are. Then it's front loading and follow up, and that's forever. So that is, what kind of parties do you want to do moving forward? Okay, let's get you some parties booked. And then you got to know, like, all the tips and tricks to get some parties booked. But the main thing is ask, 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 and ask. It's asking. And you got to keep booking parties so you have more people to ask, because we can't just be chasing down the same people to place orders every month, and we can't be chasing down the same people to ask parties if they're not doing it. There's people that I've known my whole life that are not booking parties with me, but it's the people that I'm meeting brand new, brand spanking new along the way that are. Most of my business, most of my community and my support are from people that I'm just meeting. It's not from my friends and family. Okay? So it's all about, it all goes hand in hand, you guys. Have a system in place, do one thing a day, and make sure you're doing it consistently. Just one thing. Don't spread yourself so thin that when you sit down, you're overwhelmed, because you need to have joint conversations, you need to do your Frankie list, you need to book parties, you need to do follow-up. Like it gets crazy, right? Have one day a week to do follow-up. That's it. Just one. And when you go down that list, you can see who's ordered in the past week, or who was interested in booking a party that I need to follow up with, or, you know, whatever it is. But break down your week into income producing activities, one thing a day. That's it. And it's going to be a system. Okay. And it's going to make it easier for your time. It's going to make it easier to do everything, and then train your team to do the same exact thing. All right. And you guys, I want you to think about this. Like, just as far as I know, we can all get frustrated that our team isn't responding to us. Our team isn't, you know, participating, or they're not even responding. But if you're showing up to group challenges, to calls, to, you know, events, things like that, your team will too. It takes time, but just keep building and building and working with them. If they don't want to work with it, you will already know from the beginning, because you would have asked them what their goals are. And you know what? Even if you help them meet the smallest, tiniest goals, right? Their vision may change, because they're going to feel so confident that they're hitting those little goals that they wanted from the time that they joined, that they'll build bigger goals, because they're going to be so happy that they've hit the little ones that they wanted to hit. Instead of us being like, don't you want to change your life? Let's go. We got to change our lives here. We got to start making $1,000 a month. That's going to be overwhelming, and they're going to shut down. Okay. So just the little things. Now, do you guys, I mean, that's pretty much it, you guys. Everything needs to be broken down into a system. Okay. So if you have just one day a week to do income producing activities. Now, with a team, I do also have one day a week that I do just team stuff, like team postcards, team shout outs, things like that. And with your team, it sounds so ridiculous and simple, but feeding them confidence and showing them attention is such a motivator. The number one question as a leader is like, how do I motivate my team? You can't. You really can't. What you can do is just show them appreciation and love. People love getting personal shout outs on social media. If you go to their page and post, like, is it GIF, whatever it is, or give them a little message, like, so everybody can see that, they love that, right? And sending them something, whatever it is, just to say, hey, I see you. I see your hard work. Keep going. That is so encouraging to people. They love it and eat it up. So it just has to be something little, you guys. Those are the things that will keep your team engaged and motivated, okay? Is just showing them love and appreciation. And if they don't want it, that's okay, because we're going to keep building. But I would start every single one of us, and I see all your goals here, working one thing a day, one thing, staying consistent. It's going to work towards getting paid at title. It's going to work towards promoting everything that you want. The fundamentals are sales, booking parties, is join conversations. Don't focus on recruiting, just focus on join conversations, how many you're having. And follow up, training. Okay, guys, that's going to be, those are like, that's the foundation of what you need to build from. Okay. And just one thing a day. Okay. And it will hold you consistent and accountable. So, Jess and Janelle, I just want to ask you Is there anything you want to say, like, to your team? I'm going to be sharing this with any of the leaders that were not on this call as well. Is there anything that you want to say, or, you know, whatever, just as the directors in this group? Jess, you're unmuted.
I just stick with it, honestly. Me just hitting an incentive, and it was 3 years it took me to hit. I always hit level 1. I just never hit like a trip incentive. And I know everyone wants to go on a free trip, but don't ever give up, honestly. It took me 3 years. But also, it takes you a long time to build your customer base too. So if you're having like a bad month, don't give up, because you're going to get your turnaround the next month. Just keep going and keep going. Also, with like people that are interested, my last recruit I recruited last month. She hit shooting star and she hit certified in the first month. So she got her pay raise the first month. So what I did with her, though, she's been buying from me for a very long time. She's been talking about it and talking about it. I finally had her book a little get together at her house.
Mm-hmm.
And when I left that night, I said, see, this is your customers right here. They've
Mm-hmm.
all bought. You've got free and half off stuff. You already planted the seed with these people that they're going to buy from you. And she's like, okay. And I said, this is what I just made off you. And she was like, wow, really? I said, yes. I was like, so you already have customers to begin with. So get your people that are interested in joining, get them to book a party at their house, just a little get together, and then show them that these people are already buying, so you already got customers right off the bat. So she didn't want to flip her party, which was fine. So then that was in November, and she took a month because it was Christmas time and it was really busy, and she joined last month, and those people bought from her again, because I said to her, they haven't bought since November. You need to now follow up with those people to see what they need for refills and whatnot. And she hit certified she joined January 5th and she hit certified before the end of the month. So you have people interested, get them to do a little party at their house and show them that they got customers already. Just don't give up. I mean, honestly, I was wire.
You're frozen.
When I can win a free trip, and I got it. And everything in Scentsy land in my world comes down to the wire. It always has, and that's just how my life is with Scentsy. But don't give up. And this month, I like legit was like, I have nothing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I said to myself, you need these paychecks. You need to now buy your husband into this trip. So you need these paychecks. And I just started talking to everyone again and bringing my samples in and not caring. And now I have PRV. Yes, I need more PRV, but just don't give up, honestly. And you're going to have your bad days, but don't let it last. Just have your bad day, and then the next day, start over again.
Move on. Absolutely. And like what I can say is for, I mean, all of you, right? But like you see Jess and Janelle, like they're moving. And so many times when I'm doing individual coaching calls with you guys, you'll be like, what is Jess and Janelle doing? And I'm like, honestly, guys, there's different things that they do individually, but it's consistency. It's consistency. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Jess and Janelle, but you guys work at this every day. I mean, we have days where we're off. It's just like, we're off, period. Okay, you're having a bad Scentsy day or a bad day in life, and your business is affected by it. But we don't stay there. Jess and Janelle, I can say that they are where they are. Again, many different factors come into play, but it's consistency because they work at it. They like keep going, just like she's saying, because those add up. You know, it's not instant results or instant gratification, or I'm going to work one day this week and start seeing money roll in. It's consistency. And, you know, it's just like the work ethic. Okay. It's really comes down to that. Do you agree?
Yes. Yep. And like we see a lot of people that hit directives and then they don't hit their numbers and they're just like, I'm done. I'm not gonna. And I personally, was happy I hit director. I hit it twice, and because I just didn't hit my numbers consistently. But I didn't give up, because the back of my mind, Sensei is just, it's extra money to me. It's what I like to do. It's something for myself that I need these paychecks. So yes, it's amazing when you get paid a title, but also you can still make money off your own PRV. So don't let a title.
And at the end of the day,
get
if
you.
you stick with it, it's gonna work. Like you will be able to consistently get paid at title, Jess. You know that. Like she has stuck with it, going into DQ, demoting, coming back up. Like it's been a journey, Jess, like this, okay? But she keeps trying to climb up. And at one point, she's not going to have to struggle to get paid at title as a director. It's going to happen because she's still trying to recruit. She's still trying to build her team. She's still training her team and building leaders under her. So this is just part of her journey. This is just part of her story. But, you know, here I am. Now I'm struggling to get paid at title as a star director. And I was getting with ease paid at title as a director. Now I'm struggling. And this is just part of my journey. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going until this happens with ease. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about consistency. I'm super, super proud of you, Jess. Like, just keep going. I'm like, you are the wind beneath my wings. All right. Janelle, what do you think?
Oh, I couldn't unmute myself. So for me, with my team, we're all kind of new together. Like my team is only a month behind me in Sensei. So we're all kind of doing it together. So I guess they just watched me a little bit in front of them and repeat it.
Yep.
Like, I talk to them just about every day. Like we all have like a Facebook message and we all just chat, not necessarily even Sensei related, just more of every day.
Right. But what about like just as far as you in your own business, like you,
so it's easier for me to do it that way.
Right. But like your own sales, like I know that we're going to have Janelle come live on our page soon, but like just as far, do you agree that you staying consistent, just working your business like consistently has given you the results that you need? Like, do you feel like if you just did this once a week or twice a week, like that you would see the results that you have?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
you
but
do?
I'm at home, so I'm able to do, I don't work a full-time job, so I'm able to play. What's that?
No, I said yeah.
So like I don't work outside of the home. So for me, it's I'm able to kind of like go with the flow while my kids are at school. So I can kind of like do whatever I'm feeling that day.
Right. Which systems are going to help you. Doing something every day, one income producing activity will help you. All right, you guys, this has been completely awesome. You're broken up. What'd you say?
I said the 1,000 things that I do every day is not what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, no, that's called burnout. And I know that like you're like still considered pretty new. So you're willing to do absolutely anything. I always say this, when I first joined, I would have jumped off a cliff if they were like, you're going to get sales and recruits for it. So then I realized that I was in complete burnout mode because I hadn't talked to my husband in a few months, and it was just like chaos because I was just like in this Scentsy rush, and I burnt out because I was just being ridiculous and unrealistic. And you need to be able to run your business and be a business owner for the long run, for the long haul. So just do income producing activities, do one a day. And then in that time, once you do that one thing a day, if you have more time to do more, go for it. But focus on one thing a day. And the better you run your business, your team will follow suit. It trickles from the top though. Trust and believe. Trickles from the top. And you're going to be more credible because when you're running your business, you're going to be able to help and train your team with coaching calls. And when you figure out what their problems are, you're going to be able to help them and know where to help them. But now, if you're not working your business, they're going to look at you like, what is she talking about? Like, she's not booking parties. Why should I book parties? She's not recruiting. She's not going to events. You know what I mean? So it trickles from the top. But you guys have given me like legit life today. I'm so happy to see every single one of your faces on here. Let's keep chatting in the group chat if you need something. But guys, remember, this year's going to be different than last year. We're not just going to say we want it, and then when we hang up this call, it's just going to like flutter away like little butterflies into the sky. We're going to like keep to our goals. That's why I said, don't tell me what you want this year. I know what you guys want this year. Tell me what you want in the next 3 months, and then work toward that. All of us, even talking to our teams, do a new catalog launch. Every single one of us. Nothing gets our teams and our customers more excited than a new catalog launch. So every single one of us, if you don't have time to have people at your house, which I do suggest, if you can get it together for the end of the month, awesome. But if not, get some totes out, or, you know, do an online thing, you know, give away your host rewards, whatever you want to do. Get creative, but don't give up until you hit your goals. And it will work. I promise you it will work, and you'll be proud of yourself, and your money will be the fruit of your labor. So, all right, you guys, love you, mean it so much. If you have questions, you guys know, reach out to me. I'm going to open up a coaching call schedule on our team page, but it's Sunday. Let's try our new schedule for the week, and let's keep each other posted in our chat. If you have a schedule, post it, what you're going to do this week, 1 income producing activity a day. And I'm excited and looking forward to hearing from you guys. So,
I
love
just
you
want
guys.
to say, I did what Colleen said about the whole binder thing, like the every 1 thing a day.
Yep.
And it's worked for me. It's
See?
100% worked for me. So keep going, keep doing it.
Yes, you guys, it will work, and it will ease up your schedule and your time. Like, your time is valuable, and I know you guys struggle with time, with family and work and all that. So it will help. Promise. It's not an extra thing or an extra chore. It's going to alleviate. So, all right, you guys, love you, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.